Anahoa. My name is Keola Nakahiki Raposo. You think you can remember that? Ah, easy, Ron, no worries. You can just call me Keola. I was told that you needed someone to show you around. I'm more than happy to share a story or two along the way. You might want to take some pictures of these places, yeah? No worries. I asked Motorfest to take some pics for you. Just cruise and enjoy the ride. The design on this van, that's the Kind style. He's a local street artist that always sets the mood for the sandy beach over there. Saved aboard. We'll catch some waves later on the North Shore. Get the biggest waves. For now, enjoy the landscape. Take a look at that island over there. That's Molokai. Hawaii Aina, or the Hawaiian archipelago, was said to be pulled up by the magical hook of Maui. That's what my kupuna told me. You can believe it or not. Coconut Resort is just in front. An epic hotel, unfortunately destroyed by a hurricane. The palm trees that line the road is pretty cool. Preps you for the first pick. Another landscape, another photo. Ko'olau poko. Nah, Kenya. Just another mountain range? It's actually part of a volcano. We're going that way. Easy, easy. It's been sleeping for 2.5 million years now. This is the B-side, Kane Ohe, land of resources in ancient times. Pretty developed now. Check it out though. Not a bad place to live, huh? Check out Manoa Canyon. That's my favorite part of the trail. Cliffs with waterfalls, so peaceful. Right time to recharge your mana. Ice cream shop up the road. Take a break and relax.
Have you noticed? Lots of new BMW vehicles were introduced this season. Each one more incredible than the last. Well, this was only the beginning. Let's open the doors to the world of BMW. This month, we're invited to discover the brand's diversity, its track record history, and its future days of glory.
So how was your best ride of discovery? the beginning, you'll see Hawaii is full of enchanting buried places. Race, the weather is expected to be great. What do you think about a convertible ride in the backcountry? We have prepared a classic for you from a very famous German brand, the BMW Z4 M40i. The Bavarian manufacturer has always been a leader in the field of roadsters. From the 4 Series through the 8 Series to the M6, there is a significant number of models that have been turned into convertibles. Central Hawaii, the land that beats the living.
E ha'i mo'olelo ana au ia oe. He ko'i ka mo'olelo. Pela e pili, ai ke kanaka I kono au a puni. E hui, koke aku no. Kaua I ke hoa.
First pick. I couldn't resist. These wind turbines are inspiring. Hey, oye, que hoa. Or rather, how you doing, my friend? Whee. Now you're here. Might be nice to learn a few words besides aloha. I remember another legend I used to hear. All that you see came to be thanks to the god Lono. Ho! Don't miss that left turn. Lono is the one who brings balance with the wet seasons, making this land fertile. Poetry, but get some sad parts. Shall we? Smile. Nice. So, When it rains, it's said that Lono is crying for the woman he lost, Kaikilani. Poetic, I told you. And all his tears make everything grow. I don't like bother you with too much. You are racing after all. Check out those buildings. Got it. That's Honolulu. Surf next time.
You got it, driver. Let's go to the shore. You'll love the next vehicle. You know the serial version because it's a famous Ford, but we added a little touch of Hawaii to it.
Is that Ford Bronco made in Oahu? Ah, perfect. This is the exact car we need today. We go into the beaches of Waimea, where the mountains rise from the water. Waikiki? Sure, but there's another precious spot. Trust me. Let's take a photo of this spot. Perfect for surfing. We call that He'enalu. Everybody here surfs. Duke is the most famous, But long before that, Hawaiians of every class and calling enjoyed surfing. Even Lono surfed, although he preferred to surf the heavens. Oh, bro, look at this lava giant. Majestic. This black sand comes from that volcano. Trying to walk barefoot on the heat, it's like walking on fire. Try go take a look in this cave over here. Bruh, pretty mean. Check the sea monster on your left. We arrived at Waianae, my favorite surf spot. The first wave, all you.
To show you Hawaii without mentioning surfing. Keola has his spots, but it's up to you to discover others. The island is full of them. another element and enter the furnace. So you need a car that is also tough and powerful. Good thing you're driving the 1969 Camaro Z28. Someone once said that this car eats Mustangs for breakfast. It should definitely be up to the task. You're in. I'll hand over the comms to Kiola.
Ualohe paha oi no pele ke okua. Ka wahine vela ena o ka lua. Nona ke kino kahe a vai. E a e ana I na ala me na ale. E mo olelo awane e kaua nona.
How's it, friend? Hope you enjoy the cool water. Where we're going, the temperature is much higher. Welcome to the volcano. All the mountains around you are volcanic. Some are sleeping, but the others, no need point you a picture. Hawaiians, Pele, she's the goddess of the volcano. They say the volcano's activity is the same as her temper. Sometimes calm, sometimes explosive. You're driving in the territory of a fearsome goddess. Definitely worth a following. Pele continues to make Hawaii. Because of her, we can witness the process of creation. sound crazy, but volcanoes are a source of luck. Powerful and breathtaking giants that show us the balance of destruction and creation. Awesome. The rocky flows of a few seconds ago has transitioned to a wet and fertile land. This is what Hawaiians proudly call kulaivi. Another difficult word, huh? There's a nice Japanese temple hidden there, but might be tough to stop. But let's take a picture. To keep it simple, kulaivi is your homeland, the place that claims you, feeds you, and that you take care of. In sight, well known for its surf and its prawns, obviously. It feels like the end. The Rainbow Bridge will make a perfect spot to mark the occasion. Smile. Nice! I'm a fan of the volcano one.
You tasted the harshness of the West. Now I invite you to the wilds of the North. Between sand, asphalt and mud, an all-terrain car is needed. So, here's our response. Neo-engineering, retro touch, wild attitude, all yours for this race, the Dodge Challenger SRT, cross-country edition.
He mina ka mo'olelo punahele. Aloha no. Kau aku ka manao. Kau maha ka nao. Ya nae ka mahele e lanai ka manao. A pili aku ko uka pua me ko kaipua. He pili ona mai kai ki aloha.
wild, wild north this time. The less you ride on asphalt, the better you will be. A good start, the white sandy beaches of Cavella Bay, a serene treasure away from the hustle and bustle. A famous resort on your left. Perfect place to spot some honu. So what you think? We should leave the road for a bit, yeah? Check out some untamed paths. These jungles are some of the most unspoiled on the island. Beautiful and unique. Enjoy the winding descent. There's a nice view. You're about to pass right by the La Iehava'i Temple, or at least behind it. That was quick, but we still got the photo. In the Kaipapau forest are great. I love how the sunlight breaks through the tree branches. Going sideways in the jungle. I've never seen a Dodge Challenger do that before. This one's for the gallery. Java, the northeast beaches. Another volcanic beach. Rah, becoming a specialist. There is still much to discover here. White, black, or green, there are literally beaches of all colors here in these islands. That was a nice trip.
Have a deep connection with the sea. The only way to understand it is to go and splash around a bit. A powerboat designed by the Motorfest team is waiting for you at Lai Point. The Proto MK2, slick and agile.
Glad to see you're seabound. Careful, it might not look it, but the way the buoys move, the sea is rough. It's time to prove your skills. These waves are not easy to navigate. Go starboard. After that huge rock, there's a killer view of the eastern mountains. a Navy ship? You're brave like a true Hawaiian sailor. Not many know it, but 1,000 years before Columbus stepped foot on the Americas, we were already exploring a country bigger than Russia, Polynesia. The ancestral people of Hawaii found their way using the best kind of GPS, the sky and the stars. I'd say that made us the greatest explorers on the face of the earth, right? Don't mind my pride, because our wayfinding traditions help define who we are. Look to your right, we've come back to Kaneohe. This swell must make fishermen happy. Taste the ama ama if you can. Simply, oh no. By the way, your boat is great, sure, but the next time, let's sail to the stars on a real va'a. Another shipwreck graffiti. Port side! The cruise finishes at Manana, the rabbit island. Don't look for the rabbits though, none left. They were all moved to another place, like a farm or something. Glad to see you're seabound. Careful, it might not look it, but the way the buoys move, the sea is rough. Chee! It's time to prove your skills. These waves are not easy to navigate. Go starboard. After that huge rock, there's a killer view of the Eastern Mountains. On a Navy ship? You're brave like a true Hawaiian sailor. Not many know it, but 1,000 years before Columbus stepped foot on the Americas, we were already exploring a country bigger than Russia, Polynesia. The ancestral people of Hawaii found their way using the best kind of GPS, the sky and the stars. I'd say that made us the greatest explorers on the face of the earth, right? Don't mind my pride, because our wayfinding traditions help define who we are. Look to your right, we've come back to Kaneohe. This swell must make fishermen happy. Taste the ama if you can. Simply, oh no. By the way, your boat is great. Sure, but the next time, let's sail to the stars on a real va'a. Another shipwreck graffiti. Port side! The cruise finishes at Manana, the rabbit island. Don't look for the rabbits though, none left. They were all moved to another place, like a farm or something.
The Motorfest has made a gift for a budding sailor. Look in your inventory. The Proto MK2 is now yours. about to take in the island from a whole new perspective. The sky. Ready to meet a United States Marine Corps aviation legend, the Transport F4U Corsair. Immediate takeoff. Be warned, this veteran's still got it.
Welcome aboard! Ready for a little tour of the island from the sky? You remember the falls in Manoa Valley? Look, straight ahead. Honolulu in the light of the setting sun. By the way, Kaneohe must be great at this time. Head over the mountains and see for yourself. We're gaining altitude. Look to your right. No lies here. The beautiful Molokai. The next landscape deserves a photo. A suspension bridge over the Kahana State Park. That valley leads to the ocean. There used to be dinosaurs around here, like 30 years ago. It was for a little Hollywood movie, but they were there, I swear. Be careful when you dive. You'll pick up speed. Welcome to Wahiawa, old seat of government, the area of old called Lihue. You see that huge fruit? The city is the place of the famous pineapple plantation and its giant maze. You could come back here after our trip. This is where the Electric Odyssey playlist begins. trees are scarce, you are back in the land of Pele. That's the Keck Observatory. Go there when the sun's still low. You simply must immortalize this moment. Oh, mean. Bro, they got graffiti on the floor. That's news to me. Enjoy Kalailoa for a while. I'm afraid we're getting closer to the end of our tour. The most infamous bay on Oahu. You're gonna want a picture of this. Snap away. Let's start our descent and get ready for the landing. We're arriving in Honolulu, the last stop of our trip.
Shown your worth by flying the Veteran. Now it will fly only for you. The Transport F4U Corsair is yours. A present from the Motorfest.
Pamehana maikala. A hau oli, mai no ke ola. Ua lohe paha oi no Maui. Maui a piki. Maui a ho'opaha I kala. Maui nui a iwa iwa. E ole o Maui. Piha pono ai ke au. I ka mehana o kala.
Honolulu! gathering place. This is where I live. Choke things to show you. But we only have time for one race. So, how do you feel about going on a street park tour? Look at this building. It's like the town's welcoming you. You'll see a lot of them in town. All of them with its own style and meaning. Driving in the state capital. Crazy. Pay attention. An amazing mural on your right soon. Khmer Hadar's art. 2 generations linked by Hawaiian culture. Beautiful. Chee-hoo. The race is getting crazy. Don't miss the next one. Remember Lono? That's him with Kaikilani, the woman he loved. Check out these Hawaiian patterns. Celebrates the oceanic people and all of the great heritage and traveling across the great expanse. Made by my boy, another local, Corey Tong. Here we go again. The festival. I love what they've done here. Another gathering place. So blessed to be with you on this journey. I'm not saying goodbye, but instead, ahui home. We'll surely meet again. The island is not so big.
You haven't claimed your reward for this playlist. What What a trip! I don't see many other places that could top this island for the next Motorfest edition in my database. Photos make great memories, but cars even more so. The Ford Bronco is yours, and it comes with a complimentary rubber ring for lounging around. You've earned it. New playlist ahead. Let's go! Playlist cleared and ready for takeoff, driver.